Okay, everyone and anyone, say it with me. Do not use the stock twin turbos. Come on, one more time. Do not use the stock twin turbos. This is a nightmare. Don't use them. Don't do it. You don't need them. They're not even that much power. Like, they are fun, don't get me wrong. But for when you need to service something, this sucks. This is no bueno. This is no pinche bueno. With a regular IS300, what I can do in the garage is I could just jack it up like this, drop the trans down. If it had stock manifold, or hell, if it even had single turbo, but you put stock twins in there and it just wants to fuck your life up. Stock twins are a fun thing to have, and it's like an easy route, especially if you use the Japanese ECU, like this car has. But like, you can't do anything. Like look at this fucking pile of just whatever in that corner. It's like your mother, like when she hoards everything and just shoves it into a corner of the room. It's all that right there. It's like boxes of bullshit and not needed and stupid silicone hose and just other rusty bolt. Just get rid of the stock twins all. Just delete all this, fucking throw it as far as you can down your driveway, put a single turbo in there, and just run that on wastegate. Fuck this. Fuck all of this. I'm saying that because it's pissing me off that I have to pull the motor and the trans out and up a little bit just to drop the RM50 or just to drop the W58. Like, there's no physical way with the stock twins in there to lower the transmission down. Usually when you unbolt the trans, this trans should sag a little bit, right? This one's not sagging at all, maybe like a 1/4 of an inch. And it's because your twin turbos are hitting the firewall and like right on the heater whore. Yeah, that works actually. I like to say that. The heater whore hoses. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me try and drop the K-member. Let me see if I can lower the steering rack in the garage, drop the subframe, pull the motor, or have the motor come down at least like 4 or 5 inches. The motor clears the studs on the driver's side. It comes all the way down. On the passenger side, no, absolutely not. The motor comes down like this far because the fucking turbos, again, they hit the harness that goes along the back, they hit the heater hoses and the outlets. They're just a pain in the ass. No matter what I did, I could not get it lower on the car and hit the top bolts on the trans. So, what are we doing? Bruce is going to bring over his lovely cherry picker. I don't know why I don't have one yet. Probably because I don't like doing these motor swaps in the garage anymore. So he's bringing that over, and then we're going to attack this kind of like how you would as far as pulling a motor. I just pulled the radiator and then did the intercooler piping. We're just going to like jack it up a little bit to where we pull this thing out and up enough to where we can have the trans drop down. Because once we pull it out a little bit, it's just going to go choo-choo. And then I can just hit the trans from the bottom, pull it off, throw the RM54 on there, and then we'll be good to go. Just go single turbo and be a badass like that car over there. That's really what you want. Just go single turbo and be a badass. Just trying to help this guy out, but you know, everybody's got a budget. We know how it is. I already know he's wearing something funny. Let's see what it is.
Never fear the professor.
I knew it. I already called it. I was like, I already know he's wearing something funny. What's it?
You want some food?
See, motherfucker.
I got you 20 nuggets.
Did you get, what, for $3?
Yeah.
You be an info, I'll be an info. Got the magic stick on the love diamond. I built in your motherfucking nut in your head.
This is how I record. If you don't fucking like it, you fucking deal with it. What are you doing here? What is this thing?
What's what thing?
The thing in your hands.
I'm putting on the new RM54 shifter seal.
Oh. That's the new one, right?
Yeah.
That's tight. Guess what? Training's out! Fucking bitch!
Yeah, go show him the train.
This shit's fucking going in. Look how wide this is.
Heavy.
This ugly one over here.
Hey.
Hey.
Permatex on top of this or no?
I have a perma boner is what I have when I look at your car.
Okay, so 6 hours later, everything's back in. Clutch is bled, exhaust is on, drive shaft's in, coolant is in. We're burping the car right now. Trans is in.
Hi, Mom.
That's all good. Our 154 swap is done. So, did we run into any problems? Yes. What were the problems? We had to pull the motor. I think you guys already knew a little bit, or already kind of told you a little bit. We had to pull the motor up from the car to let the trans lower down, or let the trans drop down a bit. The fucking twins are not fun to work with. Do not have stock twin turbos. The only other problem we ran into is the way his exhaust was done. His resonator pipe, which is another tip for you guys right now, was scraping on the drive shaft once we went for a little drive, so I just had to take off that midsection of the resonator pipe. So when you're gonna go and like get your exhaust done, after looking at the mid pipe right here, never have this fucking done. Like, never do this, because especially when your car is turbo, do not have a 2.5 inch to 3 inch exhaust and then basically this restrictor right here. It's going to choke your turbos. Run the same flow all the way through. Run the 2.5 to the 3 inch all the way through. Driving his car right now with just the turbos and the open exhaust, it's way more alive than it was before I drove it with the stock exhaust on there with the W58 in the car. So it's a fucking... These twins do get after it, don't get me wrong. Am I an advocate for them? Absolutely not. Would I rather you have the single turbo in here? Absolutely. Does everybody have that money? Absolutely not. So, I mean, it sounds loud too, open exhaust. That's loud. Yeah, RM54 swaps in, it's good. We done.